What's up, y'all? I'm about to show you how I made over little over $1,000 last night on the New York session. Before I even took a trade, I already had my levels marked out. I had my previous day high, previous day low, London high, London low, and the New York Open marked on my chart. I also went to the 1 hour time frame and marked out the obvious highs and lows where price could react. So going into this session, I wasn't just randomly clicking buttons. I had areas I was watching, and I was waiting for price to give me a reason to enter. I didn't take my first trade till around 11:50ish, that's Guam time, so that's 9:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Price started bouncing off of an area that was previously acted as support, and that caught my attention. But I still didn't enter right away. I waited for my setup. The signal I was looking for was a strong bullish engulfing candle that pushed through both the New York Open and the previous day low. Once that 1 minute candle closed with good volume and strength, that gave me my confirmation to enter. So I entered right around 29.424. I kept my position size light because I'm learning to size down, especially during the New York session. The moves can be fast, and I'd rather manage the trade properly than to be oversized and emotional. So I got in with 3 micro contracts of MNQ. So for my stop loss, I placed it right below the most recent low just before we got that strong push through the New York Open. That way, if price came back and broke that low, my idea was invalid.
Todd, can you play that again?
She said, take your time, I said, baby, I'm the dog. She said, take your time, baby, I'm the dog.
For my take profit, I targeted the closest resistance area right above price. I wasn't trying to be greedy. I just wanted to take the clean move from my entry to the next obvious level. Once price pushed up into that resistance area, I sold 2 contracts to lock in profit. Then I left 1 runner on the table in case there was a little bit more upside left in the trade. That target was around 524, and price eventually hit it.
Take your time, take your time.
Right after that, I started managing that runner contract. You'll see the blue line on my chart. That's the 9 EMA. Later on, I'll start talking about EMAs and moving averages and all that stuff. But I've been experimenting with using the 9 EMA as a trailing stop. It's been working out decently at this point. The idea is pretty simple. Once I've taken my profit already, I can let the 1 runner work. If price keeps respecting the 9 EMA, I stay in. But if price comes back and breaks it, I can use that as a signal to exit. Yeah, using the 9 EMA means I might give back a little bit of profit, but that's okay because I had already secured money on the trade. So at that point, anything else that I get from this trade is just a bonus.
Scheming, finding reason to defend all of your violent nights. Promise me, don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was a part of the story. Even the scary nights. Thank you for all of the glory.
At this point, I did end up moving my stop up a little tighter because I was talking to my brother during this trade, and I always tell him, don't give these motherfuckers anything back. Take all that bread. And honestly, I didn't want to give too much back. I could have taken all of my profit around the top, but I wanted to see if price had a little bit more left in it. Eventually, price did come back down and hit my trailing stop. But overall, it was a solid trade. Now, granted, it's not in the video, but price did end up continue going up until you see that green 50% line. But either way, I was happy with how the trade went. The biggest takeaway from this trade is that I waited from my levels I waited for confirmation. I sized down. I took partials at the next resistance, and then I let one contract run. See, that's the type of discipline that I'm trying to keep building. It was a clean setup, clean execution, and a little bit over 1,000 on the night. Not bad at all.